right? I'm Elizabeth. I have a very complicated history. I usually put on my bios, I usually put TL semicolon DR, which means too long, didn't read. That's what I usually put on my bios.
Mm.
I would say let's work backwards. So, right now, I have been doing volunteer work. I have two volunteer positions, and they are both about working with youths. One is working with the court, and one is working with the community. And so I try to get together with these two youths every week, and we try to just hang out and do something pleasant together. And then during that time, try to have something that's conducive to conversation so that we can talk about things and get another perspective on life. So basically, it's giving these youths access to another adult to expand their perspective on life, and that hopefully then that expanded perspective will help them to become better adults.
Mm. I think the volunteer work you do is really, really meaningful. I admire what you did.
So the reason why I'm a volunteer is because I don't have a job. I don't have a job, so working backwards here. I don't have a job because I have been sick for 12 years. I am getting better. I'm actually doing extremely better, but I still have limitations. So my current limitations are, well, that I wear the hat and glasses. So because my primary symptom is headaches and migraines.
Mm.
And so the hat and glasses help to reduce them. If I don't wear the hat and glasses, chances are I'll start getting a headache within like 15 or 20 minutes. So I wear the hat and glasses all the time. And then another restriction that I have is that I cannot read text on a computer.
Mm.
So fortunately, I've now discovered that I can do video editing. I have discovered that I have been able to do graphic design work
Mhm.
on a computer. And now with us doing this YouTube channel, I have gotten a little obsessed with video editing, even though in the very first video I said that I was not going to do any video editing, and now I'm obsessed with it. Uh, I am able to do video editing. So it's
Wow.
really that I can't read text.
Mm.
And so I did find a limit with the video editing is that I do think that having subtitles for the videos is really, really good, but I can't do subtitles on long videos because that's working too much with text for too long. And so I ended up getting really, really sick when I tried to do subtitles on a long video. So I ended up like by 20 minutes, I was really, really sick and I had to take a break and take like a 4 hour nap.
Oh.
Yeah, so I can't do subtitles on long videos, which is very unfortunate because subtitles are really, in my opinion, very important, especially for accessibility and stuff. But I can't do it for long videos. Yeah, so my illness started very suddenly, January 21, 2012. I can name the
January
day,
January 21,
2012.
2012. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So there actually is a condition in which one of the symptoms is that you can name the day. It's called new daily persistent headache. So we thought that I had new daily persistent headache. And maybe it's so hard. I've had so many diagnoses. I
Mm.
even had a diagnosis for trigeminal neuralgia. It's where the nerve, one of the major nerves in your face is acting up, and so it just sends pain signals for all kinds of sensations. Just end up sending pain signals, and I had, a condition that mimicked that very closely. That I ended up getting diagnosed with trigeminal neuralgia. I had a migraine, full on proper migraine every single day for 3 months straight.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I really suffered a lot with the migraines for um yeah, I think almost 2 years before I gave up and I was like, I can't work and have the migraines at the same time. So I was like, I'm going to stop working
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to focus on my health. I'm going to put everything into trying to solve my health.
Mm-hmm.
And my idea was that I was investing in my health so I can get back to work.
Mm-hmm.
And I still haven't gotten really back to work. The best I've gotten now so far is the volunteer work, but it's improvement. But it's taken from October of 2013 is when I ended up getting fired from my job.
October 2013.
13.
Oh, okay.
I got fired from my job,
Mm.
which I'm pretty sure was because of the migraines, because I was suffering really bad at that time. At that time, we had switched from salary to hourly because I wasn't able to get in my 40 hours a week anymore. So I was getting paid less at that time because I wanted to, be honest with the company, that I couldn't do the 40 hours. So we switched me to hourly. But I was also still working slow. Basically, they hired me based on my resume and my history, but I was no longer the same person.
Oh.
And so I don't completely blame them for letting me go.
Mm.
So I then this was in October. It's very hard to get a new job at the end of the year, so I took a couple months off. And then in January, I went right back into like trying to find a new job and just working on my resume and going through job applications. And I was just getting so sick. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to try to get a new job and I'm going to focus on my health. I'm very fortunate that I have my partner, Mr. Liz, and we have been able to afford to get through all this. We definitely had some financial hardships, but we've gotten through those, and we're now pretty comfortable. So it's okay, like financially, that I haven't been able to earn an income. And so I've been doing the volunteer work as a way of getting back into the community, getting back into the world, and stress testing my health to see what I can do. So I still need the hat and glasses, and I still can't do text on a computer. That was the other thing, is I was a computer programmer, which is all text all the time on a computer.
Yeah.
So I can't do it. I can't do the programming anymore.
It's okay. I think right now what you are doing is very, very meaningful, and you look happy. So
yeah, I am.
And also, financial hardship is gone. So
yeah, it was tough. My husband is an entrepreneur, so it was kind of a self-inflicted financial hardship in a way. Mr. Liz is an entrepreneur. He likes to do startup companies. He likes to start a new company. He has, I think, 3 startups under his belt already.
3?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he decided that he wanted to switch to like a larger, an established company that could give him the salary of what he's worth, and so that we could try to have children. Although that was back in 2016, and we still haven't had any children yet. So looks like it's not going to happen.
It's okay. Yeah, so thank you for your introduction.
Yeah, I think that summarizes basically who I am now, who I've become, and why I'm here, why I've come to this state. I think that pretty much sums it up.
Yeah. So after hearing what you said, I remembered the time when we first met each other. You said you did have the financial struggle that time. I remember a very detailed thing that my husband and we wanted to eat outside. We asked Elizabeth if she wanted to join us. She refused because she said, I want to save money.
Yeah, so the whole reason why Emily and I even met is because we were trying to save money. So we lived in a 2-bedroom apartment in San Francisco, and we were living with a friend, our roommate, and he uh, found a girlfriend who became fiance and now wife and mother of his children. And so they had gotten to the stage in their relationship where it was time for them to move in together. And so and our apartment was too small for 4 people. So he left our apartment, and Mr. Liz and I couldn't afford the entire apartment's rent on our own. So then we thought about, getting another roommate. But as we were interviewing roommates, we were like, oh dear, because we had gotten to the age at this point, we're in our early to mid 30s, and all of our friends are living with significant others and having babies. So we don't have a friend available to move in with us. So we had to go find a stranger to move in with us. And we were not liking the candidates that we got. We were just like, wow. So we kind of reconsidered things, and then we thought, oh, why don't we do Airbnb? And that worked beautifully for us. I was sick at the time, so it gave me an opportunity to feel productive because I worked on the house. I, helped change over the room for the guests, and I work with the guests and cleaning up and such like that. So it gave me kind of work to do, and then also gave us the income that we needed, and also the social experiences. We had a lot of good social experiences with Airbnb.
I think that's the important things for doing Airbnb.
Yeah. So Airbnb was definitely 10 times better for us than going with a stranger roommate. Because I could also put a limit. I had found that it takes me about 6 weeks before I get annoyed at a person's quirks. I don't like them anymore. I don't want to live with them anymore. But when it's under 6 weeks, uh, I I can their quirks don't really bother me. Water off a duck's back. Just go with the flow. Everything's fine. And then they leave, and I move on to another person with another set of quirks. That worked very well. And so this is how I met Emily. Emily was moving to America, and she wanted a place to be her home base for a month while they were trying to find something permanent, and they chose our place.
Yes, yes. So the very first people I met in the US, and then we become the best friends. And they meet Elizabeth and his husband, Mr. Liz, are my lifelong friends. No, I consider them my lifelong good friends. If you like this, please like, subscribe, and comment on us.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye.